the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks up against the Los Angeles Clippers. For Los Angeles, it's been a tough season for them, on the losing end all too often. Tonight, against a team of a similar caliber, they sense a chance to claim a win. So we're right around halfway through the season. Jack, a lot of trade discussions happening. What are your keys to making a great deal?
Well, it depends on your goal. You want to win now? You want to win later? A combination of both? Does your analysis ever make changes out of emotion?
Well, acquiring players that fit your system, you have to have a system first. That's the key. And if your trade looks too good to be true, it probably is.
I meant to say, do your analysis, never make changes out of emotion.
Okay.
See, I was emotional when I was talking about it.
Well, I heard you. I understood it. I understood.
All right.
You did?
Not really, but.
Me either. And now with the tip-off, coming up shortly, it's time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
The Mavericks look to take charge at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, and we're going to bring it to you live. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Looking at that last game for the Los Angeles Clippers, it was a win against the Sacramento Kings. And kind of a close game, only a 4-point win, but a win nonetheless.
Just a terrific effort off the bench. Guys came in, they seemed fresh, and they all contributed.
Yeah, you need that juice, that gas coming off the pine. Always a luxury to have a deep bench. And when they can step in and play well, you're in good shape.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Hey, Kev. Well, Rick Carlisle is a coaching graybeard. He's entering his second decade as coach of the Mavericks. He led them to the franchise's first and only title in 2011. Now, Eric Spoelstra lost that series to Carlisle, and he says of him, he's a Hall of Famer, a trailblazer as president of the Coaches Association. We all owe him a great deal. Kevin?
He is a legend. Thank you, D.A. You know, Clark, some say slow and steady wins the race. That's been the approach for both of these two teams.
Well, there are a lot of different ways, Kevin, to have success on the basketball court. We like the high-octane up-and-down approach. We've seen that work, but it's also possible for teams to be effective in the half court, taking quality shots, controlling the pace a little more, and high-level execution becomes a premium then.
And I think both these coaches know they've got to have the style and speed that fits their lineup, fits the guys they've got on that roster.
Coach to your personnel.
Here are the five for the Clippers. Beverly and Gallinari filling out the perimeter. Harrell is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Gilgeous Alexander in at the one spot. Now here's Beverly. He kicks it to Gallinari. And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Doncic with it. Pass to Porzingis. Down low. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Porzingis.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Beverly for three, and he's good on the three ball. Beverly's got his first 3 points of the game. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Now Doncic. Pass to Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. And Porzingis launches it from deep. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at him. Show him you can shoot from outside all night long.
Now, here is Gallinari. A 23-point game for him in the win against the Kings in Sacramento.
And there really was a physical aspect of his performance that was off the charts. He was taking it right at him, and he just kept getting those calls and getting to the line.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And Porzingis, here we go. Got that bucket in no time at all. Porzingis has got 5 points so far.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. Porzingis with the steal.
Oh, that's a tough pass to make there. He had a very narrow gap to squeeze it through and just couldn't get it done.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And Gallinari kicks to Zubats. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And the foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Playing Sacramento, he was nearly unstoppable. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. And here's Doncic. Down low. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Man, I like how close Porzingis gets to the rim. I mean, he knows when he's this deep, the defense really has no chance to keep him from dunking it.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game.
No excuses, no explanations. I mean, got to sink that J from mid-range. Defense wasn't even paying attention to him. Come on, man.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult. Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander.
Max force throwdown.
Kristaps Porzingis standing 7'3". He's played power forward early in his NBA career, but with that height, his future, it could be at the center position.
Passes it to Hardaway. Another three for Dallas.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Beverly, the pass to Zubats. Back to Beverly. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Porzingis. And with Porzingis having the ACL tear, Greg, maybe losing some of his lateral quickness, perhaps accelerating his move to the 5.
I mean, part of his rehab was hitting the weights and just adding strength. I think, if anything, his offensive skill set, though, even more impactful at the 5.
A nice shot by Gallinari.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Dallas has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Luka Doncic, not the top pick in the draft this past June, but one of the more exciting names out of this rookie class.
Dallas made a point to trade up and draft him. Doncic not playing in the summer league, as he has had a hefty workload in Europe before the draft. Still came away with Euro MVP honors, and at his age, that is incredible.
The first one falls. The Clippers in the past few seasons, Greg, have completely overhauled their roster. They are making some serious changes here.
Practically nobody from the team 2 years ago is still with the franchise. It was a complete teardown, and they felt they needed to hit the reboot button. Jerry West knows what he's doing, though, and he's done this before with great success.
And so he hits both. Well, Clark, a few teams at this point in the season have battled through back-to-back games. Just how hard is that on the body to play in consecutive nights in this league.
As I recall, Kevin, it wasn't terribly difficult. As a matter of fact, I kind of enjoyed it. You could either get the bad taste of a loss out of your mouth quickly by playing another game. You didn't have to really practice. There's some energy concerns, obviously, but when you're well rested and excited about playing, you find the energy. But I do believe there's studies that show there's a greater probability for injury the more back-to-back games that you have. That's one of the reasons the league has sought to minimize the number of back-to-back games across the schedule.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at the Clippers. Lurking in the basement of the conference for the time being. They're not pleased with their performance so far this season. And of course, there's the Mavericks, a game and a half out.
And you know, for the Mavericks, they haven't made any of the strides they were hoping to see prior to the season. Again, hanging around at the bottom of the standings.
Yeah, it's full makeover time now, guys. I'm sure they've learned their lesson that this roster is not one that can sustain any kind of success in today's NBA.
And so here is Dallas. The Clippers getting the bucket. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And that's a tough one. But on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Those are facts, man. I mean, if he's sliding his feet just a skosh, the refs are going to whistle him for it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Powell, he's checked in for Nowitzki. Lee comes in for Justin Jackson. And Barea subbed in for Hardaway. Lee with the steal. And Lee with the stuff.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
The Clippers trail. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams outside. It's rebounded by Porzingis. And so it's Barea with it. They'll bring it up to the Mavericks. Inside. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And you know, Kevin, Dwight Powell's combination of athleticism and focus allow him to score despite getting bumped around.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Green, he's checked in for Zubac. And Bahamute comes in for Harrell. And Wilson Chandler's subbed in for Gallinari.
One shot, gentlemen.
Dwight Powell, a nice player who has carved out a good role for himself on this team. You can start him if you need to, Clark, or he'll give you a spark off the bench.
I think his greatest value is, though, bringing that spark off the bench. I mean, some guys are just as productive in limited minutes as they would be in starting minutes, so he's one of those kinds of guys. He's excellent at finishing around the rim and creating havoc with his activity at both ends of the floor.
Clippers trail by 7. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The dish to Mbah-a-Moute. And it's blocked.
Like seeing Powell flex his muscle on the defensive end. Really good at timing his jump to block the shots.
Trey Burks checked in for the Mavericks. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Garrett Temple has checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Temple out to Chandler. Cans it from downtown.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Knocked away. Taken away by Williams. There's the pass to Chandler. In the corner, it's Temple. Pass to Williams. Five on the clock. Pulls up. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Dallas leading by 4. To the middle. That's tipped. Tries again. Burke can't get it to go.
And that layup is usually going in, especially when the defense is as lazy as that.
And Baamute can't get it to go.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Barea finds Porzingis. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. 9 points for Porzingis.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
You know, when I think of J.J. Barea, one of the words that comes to mind is fearless. I mean, he never hesitates to go right at big guys in the paint. Not afraid to force a tough pass through traffic. He's a very aggressive offensive player, and when you're as small as he is, sometimes that's the way you thrive.
When these players get to the free throw line, it's nearly automatic. The 2K leaderboards show us this month's free throw shooting percentage leaders. Gallinari is second. Third is Lou Williams.
They have both been unconscious from the free throw line. I mean, you could put a blindfold on them, and it wouldn't matter.
Now here's Chandler. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Kings in Sacramento. Here's Green out to Chandler, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
You know, that's not how you distribute the ball. Needs to be more focused when making passes like that.
Dallas leading by 6. Now here's Barea. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Dishes it to Powell. Outside for Barea. Tries again. Green with the block. They shoot again. And no problem from Powell as he finishes at the rim. Powell's got his third basket of the night right there. It's stolen by Barea. And he can extend the lead to double digits.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Shots good from Baamute.
The interior game of Baamute has improved and doing a nice job using his size to score.
Barea kicks to Burke. Back to Barea. Outside, Porzingis. Just 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And he gets the bucket. Powell's got 9 points.
Yeah, and I think Powell is terrific in the pick and roll. Knows how to dive after he sets the screen.
Temple the pass to Williams. And a miss there on the triple.
Kevin, not a single point in this quarter for him. Obviously, not what they need right now. He's got to score.
Burke pass to Powell. Kicks to Barea over Williams. Barea, no good.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain neutral position.
Now here's Chandler. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. It's deflected. Pass to Burke. A pass to Porzingis. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
And I tell you what, Greg, they've worked hard for this lead. Their play calling has been superb, and the execution even better.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Kleba's checked in. .109 left here in the first quarter. Chandler dishes to Temple. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Williams against Barea. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots it. And he knocks down the jumper.
Man, he's excellent off that pick and roll. A dynamic score. Defensively, you've got to play Williams to score the ball in that situation.
Now here's Barea. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Courtney Lee is on the wing. He's guarded by Chandler. Nice D from Chandler.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Williams finds Bamute. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Even when you get physical with Bamute, he stays with his shot. He's a crafty finisher.
Burke with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And you know, Kevin, his creativity really on display that night. I mean, he was threading beautiful passes everywhere.
And here's Barea outside. And no good on the last second attempt this time.
Well, he's a balanced, smooth, surprisingly tough athlete. Williams causes a lot of problems for the defense.
And so it's Dallas, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We come back right after this. Now in the later stages of his career, Dirk Nowitzki talked about how special he feels marching his way up the all-time scoring leaderboard.
Makes you reflect, you know, milestones always make you reflect on everything. I've been, really blessed.
And it's clear, GA, that Dirk still enjoys playing the game and draining buckets in a variety of ways.
You can't deny his legacy. Arguably the best 7-foot shooter in the history of our game, which is why he's so high up on that leaderboard.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Dallas.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Yeah, another thing they've done well, guys, a lot of steals in the first half, really getting after it defensively.
They've got Trey Burke, also J.J. Barea out there. Powell is out there with Lee, and it's Kleba in at the 4. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. No good on the free throw. Clark, when you played, you were dominant inside. Are you surprised at how perimeter-oriented the game now has evolved into?
No, not really, Kevin, because of the three-point line and what it means. The game was created as a game of putting the ball in the basket. Initially, it was by getting the ball as close as you could to the basket with big guys or drives, and now with the three-point line, the shooting has become a premium, and it's really one of the great elements of the game for me, and I love the way folks are playing it now.
Defensive rules have sure made a big difference in this game, haven't they?
Yeah, great point.
Now here's Williams. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Kings in Sacramento. Mavericks leading by 7. And there's Burke. That's good on the assist by Lee. Burke's got his first bucket in this one. Williams, that's for 2. And he overshot that one, missing.
Boy, Kevin, he just clanked that one. I mean, surprising because the defense wasn't really in the picture.
Green with the block. Here's Chandler. They kick it out to Green. Chandler against Lee. A second chance effort. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Chandler.
I think you give Chandler any room to shoot from the mid-range, and he's going to burn you.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, the Clippers have hit the reset button, and you wonder how that affects their head coach, Doc Rivers. Now, he seemed reluctant to lead a rebuild with the Celtics, but he's on board doing it with the Clippers. Even though the Clippers relieved him of his title of president of basketball operations in 2017, Rivers has just signed a new extension that will keep him coaching the team for the next few years. Kevin?
Well, if nothing else, DA, he has guided them through some pretty dark hours. Thank you.
Two shots.
And he makes the first. And for the Dallas Mavericks last year, hard to get in transition when you can't cause turnovers.
Well, when you don't get steals and open court situations, it's hard to get easy buckets. But on the other side, they handled the ball well, didn't turn it over, actually fewest turnovers in the league. But I do think they have to become more disruptive defensively.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's blocked, and he gets it back. Good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6. Dallas leading by 7. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Outside Hardaway. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And this matchup with the Mavericks, it's the first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and they took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Yeah, Greg, you're right. They're the better team. I mean, they expect to win this matchup. We'll see if they can take care of business tonight.
Gallinari wide open. The three-pointer is right on target. And now it's just a 4-point Maverick lead. The Mavericks have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Three-pointer. Kleber with the bucket. Kleber's got 6 in the quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now, here's Zubac. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Kings in Sacramento.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
Nowitzki for 3. He can't get it to go. So the Clippers will take it the other way. To the inside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Harrell. Down low. To the wing right side. Clock at 6. Shot from the top of the key. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is up and in.
And that's exactly why you got to box him out, because when you don't, that's what happens. He burns you on the glass.
Hardaway against Beverly. Doncic kicks to Kleber. On the pass to Hardaway. On the wing, Jackson. Lays it up and banks it in. Jackson's got his first points of the game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Zubac the pass to Gallinari. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Well, the defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
Ball's knocked loose, and that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
A moment here to check out the numbers for Zubac. He's one of the standouts over the last month. He's putting up 9 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Yeah, and I like it. I love seeing that. It's a lot of fun when that happens. These teams are going at each other from the outside.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 points for him. High arcing shot. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
And, you know, he's not usually the guy to break out the crossover. Worked for him that time, but I'm not sure I would be doing that consistently.
That's good from Doncic on the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got his 3rd assist on the night. Now Beverly. His last outing, he had 8 points. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Hardaway passes to Kleber. Stolen by Beverly. From deep, Gallinari. Dirk Nowitzki with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Kleber. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a 7-point Maverick lead.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Fantastic speed on the break. Speed kill, showing no mercy in transition their part.
Back to Harrell. Gallinari on the wing. Goes back up. Zubats, that's good. Zubats has got his second bucket of the night.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Yeah, those are back crushers. I mean, they really crack your back when you give teams second shots like that.
Here's Kleba. 8 points for him. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. To the paint. And Harrell slams it in.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Here's Jackson. After the basket by Montrezl Harrell. Pass to Doncic. Outside Hardaway. From outside, off the mark. Clippers trail by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Last game for the Mavericks, it was a loss to Los Angeles.
Yeah, we saw no matter what they tried offensively, the opponent just had the answer.
Yep, they sure did. Seemed like they had them completely figured out. Hammered them with their aggressive defense throughout the game.
Clippers with the ball. Tim Hardaway unable to get his last shot to go. Nowitzki with the steal. Hardaway goes in. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
They get the rebound. Zubats. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Kleba. He's got 8. On the wing, Hardaway. Defended by Beverly. Kleba kicks to Hardaway. Shot clock at 5. Here's Nowitzki. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the Mavericks lead by 5. Los Angeles has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Doncic with the steal. Outside Hardaway. Jackson against Gallinari. 14 feet away. Jackson misses.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range. And looking at Luka Doncic, incredibly mature for his age. Physically, the broad shoulders, weighing in about 230. Mentally, though, advanced understanding of how to play the game.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Porzingis, he's checked in for Nowitzki. Lee comes in for Jackson. And Barea subbed in for Hardaway. Jermichael Green, he's checked in for the Clippers. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 8 points for him. And here's Beverly. And there's the feed to Harrell. That shot, no good. Nice D from Porzingis. You know, Greg, it's amazing that Doncic, at his age, could already have such a complete offensive game.
I mean, a terrific skill set. In Europe, Doncic spent plenty of time as a primary ball handler. Obviously, can score in a number of ways, just a versatile threat.
Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleba. A big group substitution here for the Clippers. And Baamute's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Chandler comes in for Gallinari. Garrett Temple has checked in for Patrick Beverly. Lou Williams is subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots from the baseline. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Dallas leading by 3. Here's Lee. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. He kicks to Powell. Green with the block. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That is his first foul of the game. Trey Burke's checked in for the Mavericks. Ball's knocked loose. Powell with the steal. Burke the pass to Doncic. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And Trey Burke gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And here's Chandler, who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a three-point game. The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the night. Free throw drops for Temple. Clark, give us a little insider's look. Which players do you look at as gamers? You know, guys who are always ready to put out extra effort and go the extra mile.
Man, there's so many guys that fall into that category, Kevin. It's almost unfair to try to pull some names out, but you look at the way they play, guys like Russell Westbrook, Draymond Green, LeBron James. I think Kevin Durant is much that way. He gives great effort and energy to his craft. Steph Curry is a little different, but still provides that and plays with such an exuberance and joy. You know, Marcus Smart is a guy who I think does all the little intangible things that just have a way of making a positive impact on his team. So I don't have enough time to give you the full list, but those are a few of the guys that come to mind.
Yeah, great examples.
You know, he almost pulled the trigger on that possession, but recognized that there was a better option. That's what we mean by playing for your teammates.
Now, here's Burke. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
He gets it in there. Williams has got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, he twisted his body up right there just enough to create space. Williams so slick and ill-like inside.
Now here's Powell. 9 points in the game so far.
You know, he's yet to hit another three after nailing one in the first, but I don't think that's going to stop him from shooting.
Porzingis with the steal. Doncic kicks to Burke. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Dallas has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. And the Clippers have possession. They trail by 1. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Lee against Chandler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From about 19 feet, jump shot is good. Chandler's got 6 in the quarter. Powell for 3, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Clippers lead by 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, how would you evaluate your team's performance in the first half?
Well, you know, I like the way we're playing tonight, but, you know, 1 or 2 untimely turnovers, these guys are going to convert quickly, so we have to play an aggressive but precise game.
Rick, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Tremendous first half. Glad to have you back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They lead by 1 point. Kenny?
Well, their success was largely about second chance points. They crashed the offensive boards heavy in the first half. I love how they fight for every 50-50 ball like it's the last ball on earth.
And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
I think it was their passing that's kept them in the game. You can see it in their assist numbers. They were very, very unselfish. The ball moving from side to side, guys making good cuts. It's enabled them to create a lot of chances. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where he is on the floor either, Greg. He's making it look very easy. He's looking to score the ball.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Clippers in the lead. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Beverly and Gallinari filling out the perimeter. Jermichael Green is out there with Harrell. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point guard. So it's the Mavericks now. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And the Dallas Mavericks, despite having the 3rd worst record in the league, they had the league's highest attendance rate.
Really rabid fan base there, and they also donated quite a few tickets as well to schools, charities, you name it. So that helps when you talk about filling the arena. And quite honestly, it's a good move because kids are the fans of the future.
That free throw good from Hardaway. And the Clippers making a change here. Zubac is checked in. And he makes both free throws. The Clippers trail. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes up with it, and yes, it's good. Zubac has got 8 points.
If you let him get that deep, this is what you can expect.
Yeah, he's not only strong as ammonia down there, he's smart as Einstein, too. Poor effort from the defense.
Now, here's Doncic. Feeds it to Nowitzki. Jackson trying to break free. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Harrell. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Harrell's got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers.
Yeah, starting the second half nicely there. Love those easy lay-ins to get things going.
And how many more possessions like that would they love to get down the stretch? A bunch of them, I bet.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 6, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs.
2 shots. Foul. 2.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. And the basket by Nowitzki.
You know, he's always ready to shoot the basketball, Dirk Nowitzki. I mean, as soon as he catches the pass, he's locked and loaded and ready to go. Great confidence in his stroke.
Kicks it to Gallinari. Shoots from 12. It's rebounded by Dallas. Nowitzki's got 5 rebounds tonight. In the corner, Hardaway with it. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists tonight. The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Passes it to Zubac. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Beverly wide open, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Beverly's got 8.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Yeah, and I like it. I love seeing that. It's a lot of fun when that happens. These teams are going at each other from the outside.
Los Angeles leading by 3. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. The dish to Harrell. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. The teardrop falls in. And it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
Resplendent release on the floater. When executed correctly, it's a beautiful, effective shot.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, the Clippers are going in a new direction. Now, Coach Doc Rivers said, we had a shot. I don't think anybody understands how hard it is to win a title. Until you do that, you're going to be frustrated a lot and have to make tough decisions. Kevin?
They're trying to make the right decisions to rebuild better than before, DA. Thanks. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Jackson.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
Yeah, and for them to reduce the lead, they should keep the pace brisk. I mean, that's how they've generated the highest quality shots.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Hardaway. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Now, here is Gallinari. Here's Harrell, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Porzingis.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Guys, how about all the second chance points they've been able to convert throughout the game?
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
That's good from Harrell. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And Barea subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Good on both. Now here's Barea, still looking for his first bucket in this one. The pass to Doncic. Pass to Jackson. A beautiful reverse layup.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
So it's the Clippers now. 3-point lead. Kicks to Gallinari. To the inside. That shot missing. Now Dallas takes it the other way. A pass to Porzingis. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And that one's good. Beverly's got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers.
And Beverly is a menace inside. I mean, incredibly crafty at finding ways to score down there.
And Patrick Beverly last season excited for a bigger role on the Clippers, but knee surgery wiped out his season.
Yeah, and he's in the final year of his contract, Kevin. A lot at stake as he hopes to earn a significant raise from a salary that's been one of the league's best bargains.
Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Dallas. On defense, the Clippers. To the left side wing. Here's Kleber, and count it from 19 feet away. Kleber's got 10 points. Los Angeles leading by 3. That's tipped, and now Barea running the floor all by himself. Good on the bucket. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Mavericks making a switch here. Burks is checked in. The Clippers also making some changes. Mbaamute's checked in for Zubac. Chandler comes in for Patrick Beverly. Lou Williams is subbed in for Gilgeous Alexander. Now here's Williams. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Gallinari attacking, buries it down low. Gallinari's got 4 points this quarter.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Here's Williams. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. And now here's the upcoming schedule for the Dallas Mavericks. On Tuesday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers. Then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And for their matchup with the Magic, it's going to be a battle for this group. You get the feeling they'll need to be at their sharpest if they want to come away with a victory.
Williams softly drops in the floater. And now a 5-point Clipper lead.
Boy, the quick first step of Williams gets him in position for the teardrop.
Burke with it, now guarded by Gallinari. Kleba, the pass to Lee. From the arc. Kleba, no good. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession.
And a chance here to see where the Clippers sit in the NBA statistically right now.
And you mentioned their free throw shooting. Not a team you can get careless with defensively. They make you pay. Sealing games at the line.
Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleba. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for the Clippers. Temple comes in for Gallinari. Here's Williams, following the score by Dallas. 17-foot shot on the way. Misses the mark, his third miss of the game, 4 for 7 now. Barea dishes to Lee for the tie. Burke can't get it to go. Los Angeles leading by 3. Over in the corner, Mbaamoute. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Mavericks have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. And the dunk by Powell.
Got to give it up for Powell now. I mean, he excels at rising off the ground to punch home these alley-oops.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Chandler. He's got 9. No good there off the double clutch. To the middle for the lead. Here's Porzingis. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Chandler's shot good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Barea. Green with the rebound. Green's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here is Mbaamoute. Makes it off the glass. Mbaamoute's got the lead up to 5 now for Los Angeles.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Barea with it. Williams picks him up. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Barea's got 3 assists now in this one. Passes it to Chandler. The turnaround. Powell pulls it in.
Cannot give him that much room from mid-range. They got to feel lucky he didn't knock that one down.
And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And that ties it up.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Yeah, I like the quick release, Greg. He does a nice job getting it up quickly, especially when he's facing a bigger defender.
Yep, that one goes. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And, you know, Porzingis plays with such fearlessness. I love that about him. And he's also a big guy with some agility and endless range. This guy has in-the-gym range, if anybody has that.
The Mavericks have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. That free throw missing. Mavericks making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. And he sinks the second. Here's Williams. He's got 6. Amute finds Williams. Looking to end the run. Rebounded by Hardaway.
Obviously, I mean, it would go a long way if he's making his shots. Right now, they're behind, and they certainly could use his help.
It's hauled in by the Clippers. Green's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Wilson Chandler's a real baller now. I mean, even when you try to get physical with him, this guy handles that beautifully. He's capable of still overpowering you.
And Wilson Chandler, one of those talented guys who's battled injuries, Clark, throughout his career.
He's one of those guys you love watching play because all he does is try to win and make winning plays. He can give you good minutes, not much of a scorer, but he's a better playmaker and a better wing defender now, too.
And that one falls for Chandler.
A versatile forward with a really nice, well-rounded all-around game. I mean, Chandler plays with great energy on both ends of the floor.
Now here's Barea. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And taking a look at some of the stats here for Lee, how last month turned out for him, he's getting around 8 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, not bad, but guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
And he has high expectations for himself as well, guys, but he just hasn't delivered fully on his potential yet. Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
Tries from 16, and Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Lee. Lee's got 5 assists tonight. And it's Williams with the ball for Los Angeles. Chandler outside. 1:02 left in the third. To the paint. Here is Mbamute. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Hardaway kicks to Lee. Chandler with the block.
If they play it right, we're talking a 2-for-1.
Well, you're maximizing your possessions. That's the critical thing here, and they've got to make sure the timing is right, though.
The Clippers have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
Kevin, we always talk about it. I mean, those second-round picks who turn out to be gems, no one thought Williams would end up at the free throw line as much as he does.
Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Garrett Temple. Now, here's Barea. Now the Clippers moving it up. Nobody near Williams. Here is the open 3 to cap the break. Williams has got the lead up to 5 now for Los Angeles. Barea surveying the floor. In the corner, Hardaway with it. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. 16 points for Tim Hardaway.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at him. Show him you can shoot from outside all night long.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Los Angeles on top, up 2. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, it's all about who's more physical. And you got to meet them early in defensive possession. These guys are going to wear down, but we got to make them wear down.
Well, imploring his guys to up the aggressiveness on the defensive side.
And Kevin, preaching physicality. When you play for Coach Carlisle, you got to bring energy.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Jackson is out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's J.J. Barea. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Nowitzki in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. The Clippers in the lead. Over in the corner, Williams. Jackson passes to Barea.
Hey, Barea's not a big guy, about 5'5" at best, and because of that, you got to be tough, and he's a tough-nosed player.
And you look at J.J. Barea and how he's played over the years, has always been a spark plug for a team off the bench. It just plays with energy and creativity no matter the situation.
And he knocks down the first one.
J.J. Barea has speed to burn. I mean, he's shifty, he's quick, and because of that, he's extremely valuable as a decision maker and scorer. Great competitor.
Zubac is checked in for Wilson Chandler. And he makes the first but misses the second. So it's the Clippers now. It's a one-point game. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Doncic is checked in for J.J. Barea. And with Barea and what he brings to the table, Greg, he also takes care of the ball.
A lot of guards who are bench threats can get a little sloppy or careless with the ball. And Barea has been upping his assists and cutting his turnovers the last few seasons, still finding ways to be effective even after a decade in the league.
Just 5 on the clock. It's Hardaway with the drive. First free throw is good for the Clippers. Gallinari comes in for JaMychal Green, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Lou Williams. He's off on the second.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Gallinari outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Gallinari. Gets that one through the hole. Make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Back to Hardaway. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Hardaway has got 11 in the second half. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Doncic, and it's the Clippers scoring again.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Well, I tell you what, Greg, what can they do? I mean, nobody can miss a shot. I mean, these guys are bringing it on offense right now.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on Los Angeles. That free throw good from Doncic.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
Mavericks making a switch here. Kleba's checked in. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Harrell's checked in. And so he hits both. Clippers leading by 4. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint from 12 feet out. No good off the back of the rim. Dallas has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Gallinari with the steal. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance. The drive by Jackson, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. 3-point lead. He dishes it to Harrell. Back to Beverly. Teardrop shot. That's tipped. Zubac. That's good. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Here's Kleba. Jackson with it. Some solid defense from Gallinari.
Now that's superb defense in low. I mean, they played it well. It's not easy trying to alter these shots without fouling the shooter, and that's a good job of doing both.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
This is how you do it. That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
Porzingis is checked in for the Mavericks.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
Yeah, you know, he doesn't back down from anybody, Greg. Effective at getting the room he wants, and then gets his shot off in time.
Jackson dishes to Doncic. Got a hand on it.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Now, here is Gallinari. Beverly finds Zubac. Second chance effort. The free throw drops for Zubac. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
And, you know, we've seen what Rick Carlisle can do on the court. He's a former coach of the year in the league and led the Mavs to a championship back in 2011. But his off-the-court talents are also very impressive.
Count that bucket. And that's now 21 points for Tim Hardaway.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
Here's Jackson, and it's blocked. Clippers leading by 6. And talking about Carlisle's outside interests, one I know of, he's an excellent pianist.
And you know what? He is. And he's played with a well-known musician or two in concert. Also an avid highlight. This guy is a renaissance man. And when he's got the height advantage down low, it's over. Forget about it. It's a wrap. You got to send more help if you're the defense.
That free throw good from Hardaway. The Clippers have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. To the middle. Takes the 13-footer. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Tell you what, Kevin, they will take that look every time. Limited defense, great shot. Just came up empty. You live with those.
Doesn't go that time. The Clippers in the lead. Beverly looking around. Three-pointer on the way. They get the rebound. Zubac. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And I think they're winning because of him. I mean, he's hitting a lot of his shots right now.
Now, here's Doncic. Defense is right there. There's the pass to Hardaway. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Zubac. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Beverly knows he's out there to pass the ball, guys. A skilled floor general. He really distributes it well.
Dallas calls timeout.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Danilo Gallinari.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives it. He is really fed off that. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He does not think they're giving him everything. He said they've been faster to us all night. Loose balls, rebounds, everything. We got to wake up. It's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We got to seize this game. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Doncic. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Mavericks trail by 8. Nowitzki, the pass to Doncic. Back to Nowitzki. That one good for 2.
And Nowitzki is an accomplished scorer inside, uses his height extremely well. You can't allow him to get that kind of position.
To the paint, here's Gallinari, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Greg, simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Knocked loose. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball. Harrell, that's good. Mavericks trail by 13. Jackson in the corner. Now Doncic. Nowitzki finds Porzingis. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Nowitzki. And that's now 27 points for Porzingis.
Boy, I tell you, he has been lights out. Sadly, they're still behind. He needs his guys to step up.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Harrell, top of the key. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Harrell. 5 to shoot. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Hardaway. Here's Jackson. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Jackson's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Mavs. LA has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Pass to Harrell. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, headed by Porzingis. Back to Harrell. And here is Nowitzki. Now here's Jackson. Outside Hardaway. Nowitzki, the pass to Porzingis. Trying to get open is Nowitzki. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. Clippers leading by 7. Gallinari outside. Floats one up. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Dallas. That free throw good from Gallinari. Williams, he's checked in for Patrick Beverley. Gallinari hits them both. Doncic with it. Passes it to Porzingis. Over Harrell. Porzingis can't hit. The Clippers shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. They grab their own miss, and he gets the bucket. Zubac has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance.
Here's Williams. Following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. The shot from the low post is good. And that's 13 points for Lou Williams.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Here's Porzingis. And no good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Williams. Doncic with the steal. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
1:21 left in the fourth quarter. Porzingis with the steal, 13 feet away. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Porzingis. That's 10 points for Luka Doncic. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Los Angeles. 7-point differential. Hardaway with the steal, taken away by Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Harrell. Left side Williams. Can't hit that one. And the Mavericks going the other way now. And that one drops.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Yeah, he's clicking right now, and at the right time too, Greg. I mean, playing with a bunch of confidence in this fourth quarter.
Now here's Doncic from 13. Doesn't go for him. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. So the first one drops, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Boy, so calm, composed. Love how he took his time and drained the important free throws. Big time stuff there.
Dallas calls timeout. They're down by 11. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
And this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole. It's hard to climb out of.
Well, to me, they look emotionally spent.
Here's Temple. So the Clippers winning this one easily. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.